td square mean a definite area or space where some thermodynamic process takes place is known as thermodynamic system. A closed system is one in which a heat and work crosses the boundary of the system, but the mass of the working substance does not crosses the boundary of the system. Yes. An open system is one in which both the heat and work as well as mass of working substance crosses the boundary of the system. In an isolated system, neither the heat or work nor mass of the working substance crosses the boundary of the system is true. In an extensive property of the thermodynamic system, it is none of this above. The thermodynamic property of a system is said to be an intensive property whose value for the entire system, the sum of their values of the individual parts of the system is not equal to. The property of the system whose value for the entire system is equal to the sum of their values of the individual parts of the system is called the extensive property. Yes. Which of the following is extensive property of a thermodynamic cycle is the volume. Which of the following is not is a intensive property of a thermodynamic cycle is the temperature. The specific volume of a system is in property intensive property. The absolute zero temperature is taken as minus 273 degrees centigrade. Which of the following is the correct? Absolute pressure equal to gas pressure plus atmospheric pressure. The standard value of atmospheric pressure is taken as sea level is all of this above. The value of 1 bar in SI equal to 1 in 10 power of 5 Newton per meter square. The value of 1 mm of Hg is equal to 133.3 Newton per meter square. The conditions of temperature, pressure 0 degrees 760 mm of Hg pressure is determined as temperature and pressure is normal. The unit of energy in SI units is joule. The unit of power in SI units in kilowatts true. 1 kilowatt is equal to 1000 Newton meter per second. 1 joule equal to 1 Newton meter. The specific heat of a water is 4.187. The numerical value of the thermal capacity and the water equivalent the substance of the same is agree. The heat and mechanical energies are mutually convertible. This statement is established by Joule. Which of the following statement is correct? All of this above. When two bodies are thermal equilibrium in third body, they are also in the thermal equilibrium with each other. This statement is called the zeroth law of thermodynamics. First law of thermodynamics deals with conservation of energy. According to first law of thermodynamics, total energy of the system remains constant. Energy can neither be created nor be destroyed but can be converted into another form of energy. This statement is known as first law of thermodynamics. Kelvin Planck's law deals with the conversion of heat into work. Heat and work are mutually convertible. This statement called as a law of thermodynamics, first law. The measurement of thermodynamic property is known as temperature is based on zeroth law of thermodynamics. A machine which violates the first law of thermodynamics is known as perpetual motion machine of the first kind is the incorrect. A perpetual motion machine is the first kind is the according to the first law of thermodynamics is impossible. According to Kelvin Planck's statement, the perpetual motion of the impossible the second kind. Which of the following statement is the correct according to Clausius statement second law of thermodynamics? It is impossible to transfer heat from body to lower temperature of the higher temperature without aid of any external source. According to Kelvin Planck's statement is second law of thermodynamics, it is impossible construct an engine working on a cyclic process. Whole soul probability is convertible heat into work. Which of the following is the correct statement of the second law of thermodynamics is all of the above. The heat flows from a cold body to a hot body with the aid of external sources. The statement is given by Clausius. Second law of thermodynamics defines as entropy. It is impossible to transfer heat from a body at a lower temperature of a body, high temperature without any external source. Correct. It is to construct an engine working on a cyclic process whose whole convert heat energy into work energy. This is impossible. In the first law of thermodynamics, the total energy of the system remains constant. True. The state of substance whose evaporation from liquid state is completely known as this is a perfect gas. The state of substance whose evaporation from its liquid state is partially known as steam is disagree. The behavior of superheated vapor is similar to that of the perfect gas. The variable which controls the physical property of a perfect gas is the all of this above. The behavior of a perfect gas undergoing any change in the variables which control physical property is governed by this is all of this above. The absolute pressure of a mass perfect gas varies inversely as its volume when temperature remains constant. The statement is not Boyle's law. This is the yes. A Charles law volume of a given mass perfect gas varies at absolute temperature when the absolute pressure remains constant directly. All perfect gas changes value 1 by 270 original volume 0 degrees every 1 degrees in temperature. Change in temperature when the pressure remains constant. The statement is called Charles law. According to Gay-Lucas law, the absolute pressure given mass of a perfect value temperature absolute temperature when the value remains constant directly. The state that the change of internal energy a perfect gas is directly proportional to change of temperature is Joule's law. Equal volumes of all gases, same temperature and pressure contains equal number of molecules. The statement is called as Avogadro's law. This is the true. For a perfect gas, according to Boyle's law, the PV is equal constant if T is kept constant. Select the correct statement as a Charles law. V by T constant, P is kept constant. According to Gay-Lucas law, perfect P by T constant if K is the true. The temperature at which the volume of a gas becomes zero is called as absolute zero temperature. The absolute zero pressure will be dashed when molecular movement of the system becomes zero. Boyle's law states that change in internal energy of perfect gas directly proportional to the change in temperature. Change in temperature is disagree. The absolute pressure of a given mass perfect gas varies inversely its volume when the temperature remains constant. The statement is known as Charles law state that all perfect gases changes in volume by which original volume is 0 degree centigrade for every 1 degree change in temperature within pressure remains constant 1 by 273. The absolute zero pressure can be attained at temperature of none of this above. The general gas equation PV is called MRT. The value of constant R in SI units is the 287 joule per kg Kelvin. According to Avogadro's law, is the equal volumes of all gases at the same temperature and pressure contains equal number of molecules. The molecular mass expressed of all gases at NTB occupies the volume of this is the 22.4 liters. Which of the following gas has the minimum molecular mass? Hydrogen. According to Avogadro's law of density of any two gases, their molecules, if the gases are the same temperature and pressure, directly proportional to. The universal gas constant of a gas is the product of molecular mass of the gas and gas constant. In SI units, the value of universal gas constant is 83.14 joule kg mole Kelvin. The value of universal gas constant is same for all gases. Yes. The amount of heat required rise temperature of the unit mass of the gas through 1 degree at constant volume is called as specific heat at constant volume. The amount of heat required rise temperature unit mass of gas through 1 degree at constant pressure is called specific heat at constant pressure. True. The amount of heat required to raise the temperature 1 kg of water through a Kelvin is called as kilojoule. The specific heat at constant volume is the amount of heat required to raise temperature of unit mass gas through a degree at constant volume. The value of specific heat at constant pressure that the constant volume more than. When the gas is heated at constant volume, heat supplied increases the temperature of gas. When the gas is heated at constant pressure, heat is supplied increases the temperature of the gas. And it does some external during work. The universal gas constant of gas product of molecular mass of the gas and the gas constant is correct. The amount of heat required to raise the temperature of water through 1 degree called as kilojoule is the 100 grams. When the gas is heated at constant volume, the heat is supplied increases the internal energy of gas is true. The ratio of specific heat at a constant pressure and specific heat at a constant volume is always 1 is greater than. The heat supplied to gas at constant volume mCv T2 minus T1. The sum of internal energy and the product of pressure and volume is known as enthalpy. The volumetric or molar specific heat at constant pressure is the product of none of the above. The ratio of specific heat at constant pressure and specific heat at a constant volume is greater than 1. The general gas energy equation equal to Q1 of du plus W12. According to Reynolds law, the specific heat constant pressure and specific heat constant volume within the change in pressure and temperature of the gas do not change. Relation between the Cp and Cv is given by Cp minus Cv equal to Cv is equal to R by gamma minus 1. The gas constant is equal to the difference of two specific heats. The value of Cp by Cv for air is the 1.4. The value of specific heat at a constant pressure for air is 1.0001. Okay. The value of gas constant in SI units is the dash 287 joule per kg Kelvin. The value of specific heat at constant volume for air is 0.720. The volume of universal gas constant SI units is B8314 joule kg Kelvin mole. The value of adiabatic index for air is the 1.40. When a system changes its state from one equilibrium to another equilibrium, the path of successive states through which the system has passed is known as thermodynamic process. The process occurring in open system which permit the transfer of mass and from the system is known as flow process. Which of the following is reversible non-flow process is all of this above. In the free expansion process is non-flow process is irreversible. The isothermal and isotropic process are reversible or non-flow process is the agree. The heat energy stored gas and used raising the temperature of the gas is known as internal energy. When a gas is heated, change takes place in dash all of the above. When a gas is heated at constant volume, both temperature and pressure will increases. When a gas is heated at constant pressure, both temperature and volume will increases. The heating of a gas at constant volume is governed by Gay-Lucullus law. The heating of a gas at constant pressure is governed by Charles' law. When gas is heated at constant pressure, the heat supply is utilized in increasing the internal energy of a gas and also for doing some external work. A gas constant R is equal to the two specific heats difference. The heating and expanding of a gas is called a thermodynamic system. This is the no. When the gas is cooled at constant pressure, both temperature and volume decreases. A process in which the gas is heated or extended such a way that a product of pressure and volume remains constant is called a hyperbolic process. The hyperbolic process is governed by Boyle's law. A process in which the temperature of working substance remains constant during to expansion or compression is called as isothermal process. The heating of a gas at constant pressure is governed by Charles' law. True. A process in which the gas is heated expanded such a way that the product of pressure and volume remains constant is called as isothermal. This is the no. In an isothermal process, all of this above. An isothermal process is governed by Boyle's law. The expansion ratio, the ratio of V2 by V1. A process in which the working substance neither receives nor gives out heat in the substance during its expansion or compression is called adiabatic process. There is no change in internal energy in an isothermal process. Correct. Work done during adiabatic expansion is given by all of this above. The general law for the expansion or compression of gas is PV power N equals C. When the expansion and compression takes place according to the law of PV equals C, the process known as is a polytropic process. An adiabatic process is one in which all of the above. The heat observed during a polytropic process is all of this above. The polytropic index is given by log of P2 by P1, log of P1 by V2. When a fluid is allowed to expand suddenly into vacuum chamber through an orifice of a large dimensions, the process is known as free expansion process. True. When a perfect gas is expanded through a minute dimension, the process is known as throttling process. In a free expansion process is the all of this above. In the free expansion process, in the contact enthalpy process, the correct. Work done in a free expansion process is 0. In a reversible adiabatic process, the ratio T1 by T2 is equal to P1 by P2 whole power of gamma minus 1 by gamma. If the value of N equals 0 in the equation PV power N equals C, then process is called as constant pressure process. If an equation PV power N equals C, then value N equal to 1, the process is called as isothermal process. True. The process is adiabatic if the value of N, the equation PV power N equal to C is the gamma. If the equation PV power N equals C, the value of N equal to infinity, then the process is called as a constant value process. The general law of expansion and compression PV power N equals C, the process is said to be hyperbolic if N is equal to 1. Work done during adiabatic expansion is C P1 V1 minus P2 V2 by gamma minus 1. The heat observed or rejected during the polytropic process is gamma minus N by gamma minus 1 into P1 V1 minus P2 V2 by N minus 1. The polytropic index N is D, the log of P2 by P1, log of P1 by V2. In a reversible adiabatic process, the ratio of T1 by T2 is equal to B. P1 by P2, gamma minus 1 by gamma. The work done in a free expansion process is 0, true. In a steady flow process, the ratio of all of these is. The throttling process in an irreversible steady flow, the expansion process is the correct. The area under the temperature or entropy curve, the thermodynamics process represents either A and B. Heat observed, rejected. The change of entropy when heat is removed from the gas, positive, no. The property of a working substance which increases or decreases the heat is supplied or removed in a reversible manner is known as entropy. The entropy may be expressed in a function as pressure and temperature. The heat and observed or rejected by working substance is given by dq equal TdS. The entropy of water at 0 degree centigrade assumed to be 0. The increase in entropy of a system represents degradation of energy. The area under the temperature entropy curve of any thermodynamics process represents the working done during the process. Basically, the change of entropy when heat is observed, the gas is positive. The entropy is a point function and thus the property of the same correct. The entropy is an irreversible cyclic process increases. The conditions for a reversible cyclic process is the cyclic of dq by t is equal to 0. The condition for irreversible process is the integral of dq by t less than 0. Integral of dq by t greater than 0, the cyclic process is the impossible. Which of the following statement is correct? All of this above. The change of entropy when heat is removed from the gas is negative, yes. The entropy of the universe is continuously on the increase, correct. According to kinetic theory of gases, the kinetic energy of translation of molecules is the proportional to T. The kinetic energy per gaseous molecules of the any gas absolute temperature T is equal to 1.5 Ru into T. Okay, thank you.